Camera. Let's do this thing. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another rendition of Super Saturday Session Breakdown. Today's focus was some Olympic lifting, trying out a Metcon from event 1 of what will be Metconrush 2021, happening next week on 9/11. And then we worked on some core work and then some lower back stuff that I think will be very beneficial for most people that they do not do on a regular basis. And then in the second half, we have a heavy front squat, back squat combo, a grueling leg burner for time of 100 repetitions, and then a little bit of a pump session and addressing, again, something I think people miss out on a lot is their backside of their legs. So it's gonna be your lower glute area, well, really just your glutes and your hamstrings. So getting right into it. This top portion here in blue, we have some Olympic lifting here. So I've been coming off of a Olympic cycle, a lot of training, and we're gonna dial it back just a little bit on the percentage here, where I built up to 86% on my top sets, where I just hit that set one time and called it there. I was feeling good. Program was between 80, 85. I was feeling really fresh. So I was like, all right, we're gonna send it. Here we go. And this is what we did. So it's built to a heavy set of 3 for each lift. So it's gonna be 3 snatches, 3 cleans, 1 jerk per set. And the goal here was to pause below the knee. So we're pulling from the floor, pausing that mid shin to below the knee, wherever you want, as long as it's off the floor. Just a quick pause and then a nice pull from there, whether it is the snatch or the clean, of the lift. And now these repetitions did not have to be touch and go. I would prefer you to bring the weight down, reset, and perform another lift as technically sound as possible within, again, that 80 to 85% range. And if you need to, you can scale that back. So we did the same thing again for the cleans, where we bring it from the floor, pause, mid shin, below the knee, 1 clean, reset, 2 cleans, reset, 3rd clean, and then having the capacity to jerk the weight overhead. It can be a power jerk, split jerk, push, press, if you're that strong, squat jerk, if you have the mobility to do so, whichever way you want to. There's no specification as long as you're just pausing below the knee before performing the movement. All right, Metcon. Event 1, individual elite or RX Metconrush. What we have going on here is twisted DT. Now, this is a workout that I thought would be very fun to try, looking at capacity for bar muscle ups and the hero workout DT, which is just all barbell, consisting of 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, 6 push jerks at 155 for the males, 105 for the ladies. And the twist that they threw in here is that you must perform 6 bar muscle ups before each round of DT, totaling for 5 rounds, 30 bar muscle ups, 5 rounds of DT, with a 10-minute time cap. For reference, I finished in 9:40, and the way that I broke this up, thinking about this, is that the grip already on DT was going to be suffering. Throw in 30 total bar muscle ups, and we have to change the game plan up a little bit. From the last time that I did DT, I think it was probably about 3 weeks ago. I did partner DT with Lorenzo. I was able to hold onto the barbell. So my normal stance on that would be do 11 deadlifts, save that last deadlift before you go into your hang cleans. You could do the 8 there, drop, do the 9th hang clean, and then go into your push jerks. If I was just doing DT, I may break the deadlifts and then do all 9 hang power cleans, all 6 push jerks. It's a completely different workout when you throw in 6 bar muscle ups between each between each round. And then again too, with the way that Metconrush lays out their floor, you're gonna advance your barbell after each round, it looks like. So that's gonna add time, transition time. So what I did, if you look on my IGTV, is I extended my barbell away from the rig about 20, 25 feet to simulate that transition time that it would take going from the rig, going back to the barbell, moving the barbell in a sense. So we finished again in 9:40 with a 10-minute time cap. The way I broke up DT in this workout was do the 11 deadlifts, do the 12th do 8 hang power cleans, and then do the 9th, and then go into your push jerks with as minimal rest as possible. And then the bar muscle ups were all 6 unbroken until I believe the 4th round. I had to break up the bar muscle ups, and then the 5th round I had to break up twice because I thought I was going to fall off the bar, if I can recall that correctly. And then on DT, I think I stuck to that same strategy on the barbell until the final round. I think I broke up the hang power cleans once because I thought, again, the barbell was going to slip out of my hands because like my grip was so shot. So if that is a limiting factor, keep that in mind. Chalk, grips, sweat bands, whatever you need when you're tackling that workout for Metconrush, or just doing it in general. And then for the accessory piece, so we went pretty much back to back on these guys with the Olympic lifting into the Metcon, and then cooling down is this accessory work here. We have 5 sets, and this is the 6th week that I've been doing GHDs as a accessory. We're gonna start incorporating them into workouts. I just wanted to build up volume here for my core and the ability to do them. So it was 30 unbroken GHDs and then 15 reverse hyperextensions. So that's where you're laying across this device and you're swinging your legs out back, working the glutes, the hammies, the lower back. Something I think many athletes should do. I think every gym should have one. I really do believe in the power of the reverse hyperextension machine. I believe it has really good benefits for athletes all across the board. It's been helping me with a lot of lower back pain as I realized I'm not as strong in my back as I previously thought. So I'm doing this once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Lightweight, heavier weight, moderate weight, modifying the volume here and there, adding some pauses. And I think it's really helped change the way that I lift and the way that I move and the way that I recover because I'm not as sore leading up to multiple days of training, back-to-back-to-back sessions, all that good stuff. So again, 5 sets, 30 GHDs, 15 reverse hyperextensions. That's a total volume of 130 GHD sit-ups and 75 reverse hyperextensions. Again, not super crazy weight, but I was really trying to get a full range of motion and pause at the top there. After this, so after the Metcon, I was eating a little bit of food here, getting in my electrolytes, hydrating really well, because this is a little bit more relaxed. You're just doing this for quality. And then moving into this back squats, I started eating a little bit of my chicken and my sweet potatoes. Nothing crazy on them. The chicken had everything bagel seasoning, made in the air fryer. And then the sweet potatoes were just chopped up, a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, diced, cooked in the oven. Delicious, ready to eat, reheated. I'm eating that in between my warm-up sets here, where we're building up to a heavy set of 1 front squat, 1 back squat. So the way that this is going to work is you're going to perform your front squat, you're going to rack the barbell, and then you're going to back rack it to do your back squat. So the limiting factor here is going to be your front squat. And I built up to a weight of 88% with my 1RM front squat, which equates to 75% of my 1 rep max back squat. So depending on how the legs are feeling here, this isn't a ton of leg volume. DT is more of an upper body workout, mixed in with the bar muscle ups, a whole lot of upper body there. A little bit of legs here on the Olympic lift part of things where we're doing some squat snatching and some squat cleans towards the end of those heavier percentages, and then using the legs to drive and the jerk. So a little bit of legs there, but shooting for that higher percent. Again, we're gonna be trying to shoot for that 80 to 85% range for your front squat. Trying to make it very clean and efficient, so take a lot of good time to warm up into here if you decide to do one of those pieces. And then the back squat should just be a nice little accessory lift, just practicing really, really good technique, staying solid, moving well into the hole and out of the hole. And again, just having really solid form and being very technical throughout that lift. And this was probably with a heavier percent above 70. I think I probably did 3 or 4 sets here, and that's 70%. So not a whole lot of volume, knocking it back a little bit. As we move into this next piece, which is back squat comboed with this guy, was a good warm up into that. So we're looking at 4 times. This is the only thing you're going to be doing for the workout. Monostructural. It's a bruiser. I didn't realize how long this was going to take until I did the first 25. Had to put the dumbbells down and realize this is going to be a struggle. So everybody, male and female, is going to be on a 20-inch box. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to have 2 dumbbells in the front rack position. Hands must be touching and being in contact with the dumbbells at all time. You cannot set them on your shoulders. You must be holding onto them physically through the metal parts. You can hold them here, but they can't just be sitting here. They must be held or turned or on the back side, however you want to hold them, but you must be hands on the handle, gripping the dumbbells the entire time that you're performing this movement. So what it is 4-time 100 dual dumbbell front rack box step ups, not step overs, it's step ups. So that means full extension at the top. 100 of those bad boys 4-time. It took me 9 minutes and 57 seconds, which is an average of about 10 box step ups a minute. So to give you a pace of what you're trying to exceed, I started off hot. I went about 25, and then I think I went another 19, and then 15. I think I hit a 12 because I was just being soft, and then we bumped it back up to a set of 15, and then I don't know my math, but I know I ended on a set of 25 to end it, and I was just sending it there where I would just stand with the dumbbells, not try to put them down, and just walk it through and finish out. So 100 dumbbell front squats, box step ups, 100 dumbbell box step ups, 4-time, 9 minutes, 57 seconds. I would say time cap on this, 15 minutes. And this is with 50 pounders for the guys, 35 pounders for the ladies. If you need to scale back and you feel like you can't do this in under 15 minutes, please scale back the weight, or maybe have them at your side for a little bit different ease on those shoulders. Keep in mind that shoulder fatigue, it will be quite painful doing that workout. And then accessories, just finishing some things off here, a little bit of an upper body pump, and then addressing the hamstring and those glutes that I think, again, athletes, especially in CrossFit, do not address enough. It is not programmed enough. And since I've been doing it for a couple weeks now, my hamstrings have gotten a lot stronger. Again, my lower back is not in as much pain. I'm feeling a little more athletic, a little more springy in my lifts, and I think it can help you as well. So, first things first, we did 5 sets of 15 dual dumbbell bench press. And I had an adjustable bench where I would increase the height of the bench and do a little more of an incline dumbbell bench, just to activate a little more shoulder, change up the angle at which I was pressing. And again, 5 sets of 15. I want the weight to not be super challenging by the end, but you feel like you can probably squeeze out another 5 to 6 reps if you had to keep going with this weight. And then 15 banded, strict chest to bar pull-ups. Now you might be asking, why not just do regular pull-ups? Well, in this sense, for the banded strict pull-ups here, I really want to focus on 1, full range of motion, and then 2, that squeeze at the top. I was really trying to activate my lats, as that has been a troublesome area with me, with my lats and my shoulders being very fatigued and leading to, in my opinion, a couple injuries, very minor, that I've sustained over the course of my career working out. So, focusing on activating the muscles properly, turning on everything that previously was causing me imbalances and problems, and focusing less on pulling with the biceps and more with the back. So that's what's going to allow me here. And that chest to bar is that full range of motion and not just getting the chin above the bar, but really finishing there with that extra pull. Again, building strength through a variety of ranges of motion, not just the typical, but going a little bit past that, which may be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. And this, to keep in mind, the banded part of this, the band that you are using that is tied to the bar, is quite strong. Then we finish things off with 5 sets of 10 each leg, holding 2 dumbbells. So I use the dumbbells from the bench press onto this to do 10 each single RDLs. We're going all the way down to about a 90-degree angle. You don't have to touch the heads to the ground. I just want you guys to look like a nice little airplane. Come back up, 10 that leg, 10 the other leg. We're not alternating. We're doing all 10 on one, all 10 on the other. And then we're going to superset that with 20 banded hamstring curls. This band should not be super strong. It should be a lighter band that you can move pretty good, but I don't want you just moving the arms, or not moving the arms, moving your legs super quickly. I want a nice, slow contraction, and then allow the legs to kind of just relax. Slow contraction, or you can do it to where the pull is a little quicker, and then you're a little slower on the way back. So we're working on maybe a little bit more of a fast twitch on the hamstring curls, but that's completely up to you. Again, 5 sets, 10 each leg, so 20 total RDLs, and then 20 banded hamstring curls. So that's a breakdown of the full session here. If you want to do this in 2 different sessions, 2 different workouts, we can do the Olympic lifting here. For time, we're just gonna blow out those legs, because I feel like this is not enough legs here with these front rack box step ups with dumbbells, 100 repetitions, and then for the accessories, working on our core and then helping loosen up and strengthen that back that we were using here in the Olympic lifting, and a little bit of stabilization for time there. So just finishing off some things in that regard. And then on the other side, if you want to create a workout here, we have the front squat, back squat, where if you're going to be fresher, maybe you can peak into that 90% of your front squat. Maybe. If not, again, scale back to the 80-85% range, and even a little bit less if maybe you're just not feeling it on that day. And then for the Metcon here, we have bar muscle ups, DT, if you are, sorry, there's a bug. If you are looking for a barbell workout, highly recommend. If 155, 105 is too heavy, scale back to 135, even 95. A modification for the bar muscle up is chest to bar pull-ups, regular pull-ups, maybe throw a burpee in there. So make them burpee pull-ups, burpee chest to bar pull-ups. And even if that's too much, maybe you gotta throw in some ring rows. But if you are going to do that, I would probably increase the time cap to maybe 12 to 14 minutes to allow you to transition from the bar, as typically most people do not cycle bar muscle ups as quickly as they would cycle, most people do not cycle burpee pull-ups as quickly as they would cycle bar muscle ups in this scenario. And then last, because we work legs, upper body here, all of this accessory is all of these accessories are allowing you to build just a little bit more volume on that upper body that we worked on from DT, and then strengthen that lower body that we have not hit, because the front squat, back squat is going to be more focused on core, quads, hips, glutes. Here, we're going to be working on the hamstrings that may be neglected a little bit here, and it's going to help clean things up probably from that deadlift that you may be missing out if you did not hit that accessory. So that is how you can break this down into 2 separate workouts. And the last thing I'm going to break down is, if you're doing this all in full, how can you optimize your session? How can you allow yourself to move a little bit more efficiently in the gym if you have the space to do so? So the first thing I did again, so this is the order of how I did things, is how I just talked about it in the video. So starting here with my Olympic lifting, again, not getting super heavy and crazy. The most weight I did on the day was 260 for the clean, 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 and jerk. So when I was done with this weight, I took this barbell and I used it for DT. I grabbed the 55-pound plates though to throw on for DT. And the weights that I used here, I moved to a separate rack out of the way. So when I wanted to do the heavy squat, the weights are already ready to go. After I did DT, I took the 2 55-pound plates and I put them over here with the other plates for back squatting once I did the accessory work. This allowed me to have, again, all the weights that I could possibly need, so I didn't have to get all that out. I put the DT barbell that I was using up on the rack while I did all this, so everything was already out, ready to go. Didn't have to allow myself or take more time to get equipment out. And then as I'm building for this, so already did the accessories, I'm eating some food, and in between sets I'm eating, building to my heavy sets. In between those sets, I am grabbing the dumbbells and the box, so I'm ready to go once I'm pretty warm there, as this was a great warm-up into this, so I didn't have to take time to warm up for the box, right? Because I'm in that front rack position on a front squat, I felt comfortable enough to throw the dumbbells overhead because I'm already in that position. From the barbell, the dumbbell, it's different because you're isolating one side and the other. But again, I felt like I was pretty warmed up and ready to go. I could just jump into the 100 dumbbell front squats, front rack for time. And then the dumbbells that I was using here are the same dumbbells that I was using for my dual dumbbell bench press and my dual dumbbell single RDL, which may be a little different. Maybe you need a little bit more, you need a little less weight depending on where you're at with your training. And then once I was finished this box goes away. I used this box to help me get into the band on the strict chest to bar. And then had to grab a band for the hamstring curls. So trying to move a little bit more efficiently here. That was the whole flow of these workouts. Hope you guys enjoyed another breakdown of the Super Saturday session. I want to say thank you guys on YouTube for tuning in. Thank you guys on IG, as it is definitely time for bed. So again, if you're here at 12:47, much love and thank you guys. So that is it for now. Much love and peace.